Hello everybody, this is Mango Thunderslice bringing you a quick post-election message. It is November 9th, 2016. It is a new day in America. Many things have happened, which some consider good, some consider bad, but ultimately I am not one of the people like most Californians who are crying their eyes out all last night and today. I think that mostly we are in a much better situation today than we were yesterday. And so, I'm going to save most of my thoughts on the whole Trump thing for this weekend when I have a little more time and the dust has settled a little more. But I wanted to take a moment to say something about another election issue that a lot of people that I respect and love are kind of flipping their shit about. And I think it's really silly. And that is the legalization of marijuana, specifically in California. Okay, Prop 64 passed. Woohoo! All right, but there's all these people, many of them my friends, getting all worked up, their panties in a bunch about the fact that it's legal now for the reason that they're small growers and this bill supposedly kicks them out of the market. But I'm going to take a minute to explain why that's nonsense, and everybody should be excited about this bill passing, including those who are growing small operations. All right, and so the main gist of their argument pretty much stems from the fact that it is raising the hurdles to business. It is increasing the cost of doing business for them. Number one, because there is a seed-to-sale tracking system being imposed, basically in order to establish kind of a supply chain database, basically to identify where all cannabis is coming from, where it's being produced, how much of it there is for taxation purposes, etc. Basically, when a seed is planted, a marijuana seed, cannabis seed is planted, and all throughout its life cycle, it's going to be tagged with an ID number, a little sticker on the plant. So I guess people can say that's going to be expensive. It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but not every web database has to be made by Barack Obama and cost $2 billion. Okay, what it sounds like to me is some cell phone apps, a computer database, a server somewhere, and some stickers put on the plant pots. That doesn't really sound like that big of a deal to me, something to get so worked up about and pretend like it's the end of the world. Okay, so there's that. There's the seed-to-sale tracking system. There are business permits. So basically now all of the public benefit not-for-profit collectives, the medical marijuana collectives, are all going to be shifting over to state licensure. Okay, all of them are going to be for-profit businesses managed by the state. And the thing is, even if this bill didn't pass, the Compassionate Use Act, okay, the medical marijuana California bill that got passed in 1996, that was never meant to be a permanent solution. It was always meant to be a temporary thing, okay? They were already moving over to state licensure of a different sort in 2018. Okay, so people want to pretend like, oh, the Compassionate Use Act was perfect and we don't need to change anything. It's bullshit, and it's absolutely insane to even suggest that. There's 9,000 people still getting felony charges for marijuana in California up until today, baby. And you know what? That's not going to happen anymore. And if you think that a little bit of inconvenience, having to put some stickers on your pot plants, or having to apply for a business license, or have an inspector come and check out your plants is like so egregious and such a violation of your human rights, that you think that's worth more than the 9,000 people had their livelihoods destroyed, their reputation, career, had to go get locked up in a cage and go to jail just because you don't want to put stickers on your plants? Come on, all right, get over it. And so that's the main thing. And people want to say like, oh, this is my business. This is how I provide for my family. And yeah, that's fine. Okay. But here's the thing. What's really great for providing with your family? Or providing for your family? Not being a goddamn criminal, okay? You're not a criminal anymore. You can be a legitimate businessman, all right? You want to stay in the dark your whole life and just be up on the mountain? That's fine. I love being on the mountain. I love nature. But the fact is, you got to have you either have a growth mindset, you have a stagnation mindset, or you have a decay mindset, And that's basically the difference here. Those who adapt to change and see this as a major opportunity, of which I'm one of them, and those who just want to, stay in their own little bubble forever and not have anything change. But the only constant in the universe is change. You can let the wave crush you and grind you into the sand, or you can surf the wave. And I'm gonna surf the wave. And so that's pretty much it. Inspectors, business licenses, seed to sale tracking system. This is not a big deal, guys. And they want to say like, oh, it's the big corporations coming in and they're going to start these mega grow operations and, push us all out of business. Well, there's a 5-year interim period for out-of-state cultivars and large-scale operations to even really start getting going. And people are like, oh, 5 years isn't enough time. I'm going to tell you what, if you can't get your shit together in 5 years, you don't deserve to have a spot at the table, okay? 5 years is a long time. And if you can't get a pot business ready and running in 5 years, I'm sorry, but that's not my problem. That's your problem, because that's laziness, all right? This is a tremendous opportunity. And I am so jazzed. And Space Panther and I are going to be opening up a dispensary. That's right. And I'll be keeping you guys in the loop with this. It's going to be really exciting. I'm already going full throttle on this motherfucker. We're going to do this. And, at a certain point, basically it's the same kind of system that it was before as far as licenses coming from the municipal governments, from the local governments, so it's ultimately up to the cities. People want to say, oh, it's too hard to get a business permit. Like, welcome to California, okay? All the other businesses have to deal with it. You want to brew, make some micro brew, make some beer, all right? Like, any business in California has to deal with taxation and regulation. I'm an anarchist. I would prefer that there be as little as possible, but as long as people believe in the government as a way of solving problems, then we're going to have to deal with that until, the anarchist, mentality is the dominant one. But that's not right now, unfortunately. But so this is what's up. It's a major opportunity. You can either be a little crybaby and say, wah, wah, wah. Oh no, I don't want to get a license. Oh no, I don't want to bring my business out of the darkness and out of the shadows. And I just want to, do my own little thing for the rest of my life. Well, that's not my mentality. I want to be growing. I want to be expanding. I want this to be a beautiful, wonderful industry. It's already becoming that. Ask Washington, ask Colorado, ask Oregon. It's big shit popping, guys. All right, so we're riding the wave, and again, I'll keep you posted. But it's about mentality to change, guys. And this bill is not a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing. All the people who have had their lives destroyed with all these criminal charges for, dealing with a plant that God created to make humans happy and healthy on this planet, that's going to end. All the criminal bullshit is ending. There's a whole revolution happening. The Donald Trump thing is just another part of it. So wholeness and balanced vibrations. I hope you take this message as I meant it, out of love and respect, and just a little bit of info and perspective to my friends up on the mountain, and realize that, what? Roll with the punches, baby. Change is constant. And, you want to get crushed by the wave, or you want to surf the wave? Let's surf this motherfucker. Boo-wee! Cheers. See you next time.